What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Night Owl channel. In this video, I'll be going over a Town Hall 10 3-star attack strategy, the DragBat attack strategy. Super powerful strategy. Definitely recommend trying it out if you need a strategy for Town Hall 10 and if you like using the dragons and the bat spell. Let's go ahead and look at the army composition before we jump into any replays for this strategy. As you can see, we got 10 loons, 7 drags, 1 baby dragon, 5 minions, a lava hound, 2 rages, a haste, 6 bats. And then in your clan castle, you're going to want loons, a freeze, and then you're going to want the stone slammer as your siege machine. So DragBat is a pretty easy strategy to use. It's not very difficult in order to pull out the strategy, and it's a pretty powerful strategy. Let's go ahead and jump into a few replays for DragBat. Alright guys, first replay we got for DragBat here, and as you can see, all the wizard towers are spread out from each other. The main objective for the DragBat strategy is to take down the splash damage. So that's the wizard towers, and that's the multi-inferno towers. This base is set to single, so we don't have to worry about the multi-inferno towers, but we do have all 4 wizard towers, and they're all away from each other, so we definitely want to make sure we at least take down 2 or 3 of them, so that way we can use our bats to take down the remainder of the base. Let's go ahead and play it here. And so the first thing we're going to do is pick a side to attack from, and I choose this left side over here. We got all the dragons coming down, followed by the loons. And what you're going to want to do also is use that lava hound to send it straight towards that air defense. It's going to mitigate some of the damage that your dragons and your loons will take. That's why we bring that lava hound. First rage goes down, and enemy dragon comes out of the CC. No big deal though. We got dragons coming raged up and ready to take down that dragon. So the dragon's going to go down. So with the heroes, since these wizard towers are kind of on the outside, I use the stone slammer to take down this one. And then these heroes up here are going to provide some distraction as I drop the bats on the back side. So I didn't use my heroes for this one to take down or snipe off one of the wizard towers, but I used the rage, I dropped the bats, and then the freeze right on top of that wizard tower, and they just do a ton of damage, taking down tons of buildings, tons of defenses, and but there is still 1 wizard tower left over. So it's not the end of the world though. I probably could have done this a little better. This replay is actually from, I believe, 3 or 4 days ago. It's one of the older replays I have, and that's when I was first still practicing and getting used to it. I actually use my heroes. You're going to see in a couple replays. I actually use my heroes to snipe off air defenses or wizard towers, especially if they're in reach, because that way the bats can make their way around the base and do some more damage. Because the bats under a rage is going to give you a lot more value than the dragons will, and they're going to move quickly, they're going to get through the base, take down some stuff. It'll really assist your dragons with 3-star on the base. But you can see here, all the dragons went down, and I'm relying on my heroes to finish off the remainder of the base again. This is when I was first practicing, this is when I was first trying out DragBat. It definitely requires a little bit of practice, and as you practice it, as I did, I got a lot better with it, and I was getting a lot more 3 stars with this strategy. But DragBat is pretty powerful. You just got to first identify and locate all the wizard towers. If there's multis, of course you got to deal with those as well. I'm going to show you in more replays how to use your heroes to target and take down, you know, wizard towers or air defenses, make it easier for your dragons to get in, stuff like that. That's all you got to do, really. It's pretty straightforward attack strategy. Let's go ahead and jump into the next replay. Alright guys, second replay we got here, we got a base with a couple archer towers down, and one of the air defenses is down as well. So it is a bit weaker than a max 10, but it has a multi and a single inferno tower. If you see a base like this and you want to use DragBat, make sure to attack from the multi side. Definitely want to get the multi out the way first, and then deal with the single and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and play it here, and we're going to do what we did in the first replay. We're going to attack from one side, so this left side here, or this bottom left side. Baby dragon on the left side, dragon on the right side, funneling, so that way our dragons and loons go towards the middle. And then my kings and queen on the left side here, so we can snipe off this air defense. It's in range of my queen. She can snipe it off and take it down. Loons are coming in, dragons are coming in, and we're on our way towards that multi. That multi is what we really want to focus on. Unfortunately, I go right into an air sweeper. I was trying to avoid the air sweeper path, but unfortunately I'm getting hit by the air sweeper right here. Stone Slammer is making its way from the right side of the base, and it's going to help narrow down that path for the dragons and the loons mostly, hopefully keeping them in towards the middle of the base here. Here come the bats. So you place the rage down, then you drop all your bats, and then you drop the freeze after that, so that way you get the maximum amount of time with that freeze. Bats are coming in doing lots of damage. They're actually going to go down here, but they took down that wizard tower. If that air defense was up, it would have gone down from the bats. They get a lot of value on that top corner there, and we have a bunch of dragons left. We have the king ability. He's still up there working his way around, and we got some max loons coming around. Haste spell on top of the max loons. They're going to go towards the air defense, the wizard tower, and take down the remainder of this base. So DragBat, like I said, is a pretty powerful strategy, And unfortunately, I can't get any war replays right now because we're right in the middle of CWL. I definitely will get some more, and will definitely use this strategy in war once I start putting Town Hall 10s back into normal wars and all that stuff. But right now up in the Masters League, I can't put any Town Hall 10s in, so unfortunately I don't have any war replays. I would do the exact same method in war and get the 3 stars because it's a pretty simple strategy. So when the wizard towers are spread out like that, I just attack from one side, see if you can pick off any wizard towers with your king and your queen. And then from there, you just bring your dragons in, your loons. You can bring the stone slammer with the dragons. It doesn't have to always come from the right or left side. I like to do that sometimes to narrow down the path for the dragons and for the loons and stuff like that. Hopefully trying to keep them in the middle. And also be wary of the air sweepers because they can really mess up a dragon attack. If they get pushed to the outside, the dragons will go around the base and will end up dying. And then for the bat deployment, like I said, you place the rage down first, followed by the bats, and then the freeze. And they'll get lots of value of wherever you place them. Usually on top of a wizard tower, if you need to do it on top of a multi and a wizard tower, that's fine as well. Alright guys, third example we got here, we got a non-max Town Hall 10. It's pretty intimidating, but the base in general is not maxed out. Defenses are all Town Hall 9 level. But the Inferno Towers are set to multi, so this is a good opportunity to show you guys how to take down multis. Fortunately for me, this base actually has multis right next to Wizard Tower, so I was able to freeze both and get, basically a 2-for-1 bonus. Let's go ahead and play it here. And we're going to come from this left side where the queen is, and we're going to take down that first Inferno Tower. And once we do that, we're going to place our bats on the back side and have them do as much damage as they can. Take down that multi, take down that Wizard Tower, hopefully a couple air defenses as well, and have our dragons go through the base pretty easily. Dragon on that right side, help funneling the main dragons up into the middle. And the loons are coming in. Here comes the hound along with the stone slammer. You see on this one, I bring the stone slammer on the middle and not on the left or right side. They just plow right in together. And first rage is coming down, getting them towards that multi Inferno Tower. Definitely one of my targets for this attack. Definitely want to get that multi out of the way. A couple dragons lock onto the multi, is going to take it down. And I place the king and queen on the right side here. I'm trying to aim my queen towards this air defense in this wizard tower. And here come the bats on the back side. Rage first, bats second, then that free spell. And as you can see, they do tons of damage, wiping out the wizard tower and wiping out that Inferno Tower. And as you can see here, the base is pretty much decimated. The queen's going to go for that last remaining air defense. Oh no, there's 2 left. So there's 1 air defense up there, and there's 1 air defense towards the queen. She takes down the air defense, and we're pretty much in cruise control now. The stone slammer's still up. It's about to go down. Going to use that haste right on top of the max loons. They're going to go for the Teslas, the X-Bow, and then for that last remaining air defense. It's a pretty powerful strategy. I don't have any war replays for you guys. Definitely when CWL is over and we're back to doing normal wars, I'm going to get some war replays for you guys, but I don't really see having any problems with this strategy at all. I mean, there's not really any CC that can stop the DragBat attack. If you're going to place your heroes down, try to place them away from the CC, because if there is a hound in there and you pull out the hound and a dragon gets attached to it, it's going to cause a bit of an issue. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I really have for the video. I'm going to have a few more replays play of some matchmaking attacks of me using DragBat. And I mean, I got better with the attack as I was practicing with it. Let's take a look at the log here of how I've been doing. So I got 3, I got a 1 star there, a couple 1 stars, but mostly 3 stars with the strategy. But anyway, guys, that's all I really have for the video. Again, once I acquire some more replays for you guys, I'm going to redo this video and show you guys that DragBat is still powerful enough to take down the war bases. I really don't see me having any trouble getting the 3-star with this. Once I acquire those replays, I'll get the war replay video out. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys, the basics. Make sure you practice it in matchmaking. You're going to be destroying bases pretty easily as well. You just pick a side to attack from, grab some wizard towers and air defense, multi-inferno tower. All those are threats to this strategy. And I like to use my heroes to snipe off any wizard towers or air defenses. If I can get a tower, that's a big bonus. And then try to keep them away from the CC range, so that way you don't pull out like a hound or anything unnecessary. Anything that comes out of the CC, dragons can deal with. So, but yeah, that's all I really have for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it helped. And if it did, definitely appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.